Well, I'm back again. Let me show you some of the stuff I've done on this 1934 Chevy truck. I just got through putting all the brake lines on it and front brakes because that's what I had parts for. Now I'm waiting on the stern shoes, and then I'll have all the brakes done in this. But let me give you a look-see. Right now this is part of the bed, because now that I've done the brakes I'm going to start putting the bed together. And but let me show you what I've done here. I put all new brake lines, and of course you buy them in lengths and then you cut it and put the ends on it. And each time you flare one of these brake lines, it either comes out great or it comes out very badly, where it gets real thin or real big, or just it's all over the place if you're not super accurate when you do them. And I am not even close to being accurate when I do something. So I've done all the brake lines. I've had to cut just about every one all the way through the truck, and I've done some of them sitting right here on my little green stool over there up against the wheel, cutting them and measuring them, and then I get looking at them and say, man, that is a nice looking flare job. Man, it just came out absolutely perfect. And then I realized that I didn't put the end on it. What a dummy. So I got to cut it back off and reflare it. And of course the second time around the flare looks like hell. So I probably have not two flares in this whole truck that look great. The only ones that look great are the ones I had to cut off because I didn't put the fittings on it. I don't know how I could forget things like that, but I guess that's just the way it is. It's a part of being young and dumb, or old and old, one of the two. But it's done, and it might work, and it might not leak. Maybe it won't leak. I've tightened the snot out of every one of them. I don't have any juice in it yet, but it's like pitch black in there. You can't see nothing. You can just see the new lines. Yeah, going to the master cylinder, tried to put them in fairly neat, so it looks like a little kid put them in. Had to make brackets because none of this is this wasn't a hydraulic truck. It's all 36 suspension, except for the rear, which is a Pontiac. But yeah, what the heck? Nobody knows it when you're driving down the road. So right now that I've got that done, I am working on the bed. So I got some pieces outside I painted, and of course the bed is all brand new stuff. Been sitting for who knows how long, and this has been out in my garage behind me, the shed. And this is the beauty of having a cat that sprays. Look at that. Cat sprayed on that. It caused it to rust. And then got it up here too. I'll tell you, man, animals are cool, but I'll dig it off. Brand new stuff, and it's rusting already, or doing something. It might just be dirt, but I think it stained it. I think the pee from the cat actually took the galvanized coating off of it. So I'll have to sand the snot out of it in order to keep that from coming back through. Oh boy, because it was in great shape. I thought I had it maybe standing up where they couldn't get to it, but they did. And now I got the wood kit, so I have to figure out what I'm going to do with the wood. It's just pine. It's a nice looking pine because it's clear. So it's but I have to figure out what I'm going to do as far as stain. I don't know what to do there as far as color and all. But we'll get to it, I guess. And then I got to sandblast the rims. The rims are pretty bad. I was thinking about, because I have a plastic tub that the rims will fit in. I was thinking about soaking them in vinegar and letting that kill the rust. And I was just thinking about it. Because the two back ones are not terrible, but they do have some rust on them. So it's either sandblast them or soak them, and then sandblast them. I'm not sure which. The front ones are actually got a little paint scribbled on them, but they need to be sandblasted too. And then I got to get tires. Yeah, both of those are, yeah, they both need help, but they do have a little bit of paint squirted on them. So that's where we are with the truck. And these are the pieces I just got through painting. Well, it's sunny out here. At least it's all new stuff. There you go, a bunch of steel painted black. That ought to be really interesting. Alright, well, let's just give you an idea of what's going on. And it's still got these things in here. They belong to my buddy John. He just went back to get some rubber, some cushions. He's going to work on a Citron seats instead of working on these cars that are in my garage. I guess I'll have to pull these units out of here eventually. They're pretty nice cars. I mean, they could be. They aren't that bad off, and they both run great as far as the engine starts. Nobody's driven them down the road, but they do run good. All right, well, there's not much else to look at here other than the mess in my garage and this stuff. Now I'm going to put I'll pour some brake fluid in the master cylinder and just let it sit. I'm not going to bleed the brakes because I don't have anything on here except the wheel cylinders. These wheel cylinders come off a 59 Etzel and they just happen to fit, so we're good to go. And I ordered my rear brakes from Kenter, one of the guys down at Napa, a guy I like to deal with that looks after me a little bit. He found them for me on Kenner and gave me the part number and the whole works. So we're good to go as far as that goes. But boy, $100 for a rear set of brake shoes. That's plus shipping. So that's a little much, but hey, when you need it, and if you don't have it in hand or can't get it at the 7-Eleven, then that's what you got to do. All right, so I'm sweating my ass off in here, and I've got all my fans on. Humidity must be terrible. So until I get this bed on and make it all crooked and shit, because I'm sure it's going to be, because they did give me a full set of instructions, and there they are. Right there. I'm supposed to figure this out. That's upside down. I'm sorry. That way you can read it. Yeah. All right. So, but once you sat one piece on it, it was pretty much cut and dry on how it goes together. But it would have been neat to find something. I found stuff on 38s and 40s and Fords but no Chevys, and I just wanted to see, and because they gave me 3 braces and there's only place for 2 braces, so I am assuming that one of them is sort of a floater. In other words, it's bolted onto the bed but not on the truck, so I have to assume that because I have no look-see on any kind of information or instructions, or I don't know, not very good. So, but I'll figure it out. I mean, how hard can it be? All right, so until I get something else done that looks like somebody wants to laugh at, I'll see y'all later. Bye.